for no Skyping. OTN straight out them, I'll be the liars. Okay, so I will give y'all the intro today, but the loss is just really getting to me. Let's just get straight down to the nitty gritty. The Sixers got embarrassed yesterday by the Detroit Pistons with the final score of 94-102. I don't even know where to start. We just gonna start with before we get into everything, before I really start breaking everything down, let's just start off with the fact of, let's go down the numbers. Y'all know I like to go down to the numbers just to give y'all a broad perspective of what's going on, who did what. And numbers don't say everything, so that's why I'm going to break it down a little bit. But I called this yesterday. I told y'all that the Detroit game was an obvious win. Okay? They were the 14th seed. What we talking about? 21-56. That's their record. We're the 4th seed, 46-30. So it should have been an obvious win. But I said, you never know with Doc Rivers. And before I get to Doc, we just gonna go down the numbers. So basically, Joel Embiid had a solid night, and not even solid. It really was kind of like a monstrous night on the real. 37 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, was 11-19 from the field. Only took 2 3-pointers. That's what I like to see. 2 to 3 3-pointers a game. I don't really want to see you out there shooting 4 or 5. That you too much on the perimeter, my brother. But he was 1 for 2 from the 3-point line and 14 of 16 from the free throw line. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see no 4 of 6 from the free throw line and B. That's not going to cut it. I mean, if you look at it outside of Harden and Embiid, at the free throw line, Maxey was 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and Niang was 1 of 1 from the free throw line. So we only had, outside of Harden and Embiid, the Sixers only had 3 free throw attempts. I mean, it just shows that guys are not aggressive. Guys are scared. Speaking of guys, I don't necessarily want to say this guy is scared, but Thybulle's not a starter, y'all. Okay, I like Thybulle. He's a good person. Has great character, but he's not a starter. He's a guy that's going to sit in a dunker spot, in which Ben Simmons did the same thing, not going to shoot. You're clogging the paint. You're allowing them to fall off of you and double team Embiid even more in the post. Embiid had 7 turnovers yesterday, mainly because they was throwing that double teaming him, and you're a guy that's just sitting in the paint. I mean, we can't drive to the paint because every time we get past our guy, it's another guy waiting for us, just babysitting the basket. Thybulle needs to come out of the lineup, okay? Thybulle needs to get thrown in there in certain situations. He's a situational guy. If you can't score a bucket, if you can't make a shot, I mean, let's just go down the numbers. You was doing dirty work, but let's just be for real. It's not starters' work. 32 minutes, 4 points. 32 minutes, 4 points, 3 rebounds. 4 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 2 or 4 from the field. You doing dirty work. You getting active, but you're not giving active starter production. You see what I'm saying? Thybulle is just not a starter. He needs to come from off the bench. You need to move on the real. It don't need to be Court Maz. On the real, need to be Shake. You need to throw Shake up in the lineup, or you need to go down the list and go with Isaiah Joe or something like that. I can't really deal with the Thybulles. He's really clogging the paint. I mean, the paint is full, like the toilet is just full of toilet paper. You clogging it. James Harden, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, was 4 of 15 from the field, 2 of 9 from the 3-point line. James Harden, you're taking way too many threes. 9 threes is way too much, bruh. Calm down. You're dribbling the damn ball. You out there looking like Riley Freeman. Either take it to the rack, pass the ball, let other guys get involved. I mean, 4-15 is horrible. You was 8 of 9 from the free throw line. So, I mean, you really only had 10 points in 38 minutes. I mean, Tobias was solid. I really thought that Tobias, we should have got him more involved. I mean, he had 14 points, 5 rebounds. He was 6 of 9 from the field. I mean, the man had 3 blocks, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, but we weren't getting him involved. Like, I believe he had 14 points in the third. He wasn't he had all 9 shots in the third. Like, it didn't make no sense to the fact where we wasn't getting him in the low post. We wasn't getting him in the mid-range. We weren't getting Tobias involved. 9 shots for Tobias is not enough. Tobias need to be around that 15, 16 range per night. And we talking about efficient. 6 of 9? Come on, that's 66% from the field. Maxey, 5 of 10, 50%, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Maxey was, I ain't gonna lie, he had 13, it was quiet. It was quiet, my brother. And I think Maxey, something is going on. There's a disconnect going on, whether it's between the players and the coach. I'm really not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. George Niang, this is where the tables start to turn, okay? Like I said, I don't have a problem with George Niang. I think he's definitely the most consistent player from off our bench as far as with your shot and all that. But we need you to do more, okay? 15 minutes, the guy had 3 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 1 steal, 0 blocks, 1 of 3 from the field. So you ain't take a lot of shots. I mean, normally Niang gets around at least like 5 threes a game, you think? Like 4 or 5. He only had 2, and he was 1-on-1 from the free throw line. Listen, I know he had 3 points, but on the real, you had a donut. You got an and 1 with 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Okay, so really you had a donut. I mean, the schematics were just horrible. I don't really kind of blame you because at the end of the day, the ball wasn't moving. Either you see James Harden ISO, where everybody just standing around watching James Harden dribble the damn ball, take 14 seconds off the shot clock, then pass it. Then we got 8 seconds to make something happen. Then you got Embiid ISO, where everybody just watching Embiid, or you got the James Harden and Embiid pick and roll. We need to move the ball around. What the hell is going on, Doc? I mean, I'm not gonna get on Doc yet. Let me just hold on for real, because I paid good money for this suit. Okay? Milton. 19 minutes. I don't really blame Milton because again, he only had 3 shots, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. The ball wasn't moving around. We weren't moving the ball around. I don't understand I don't know what it's a disconnect. It's clearly a disconnect, and it's really concerning. I mean, DeAndre Jordan, we talking 10 minutes, 2 points, 1 rebound at the backup big man position. On the bright side, Paul Millsap did not play, okay? That's on the bright side. But DeAndre Jordan was no damn better. You have Charles Bassey, and you got Paul Reed sitting on the bench. Guys that's going to get you energy, give you hustle plays. Guys that's going to get it out the mud. Guys that's going to come in there and do dirty work. I mean, you basically treating Isaiah Joe, because Isaiah Joe, Paul Reed, and Charlie Brown each played 24 seconds. You treating them like they cleanup crew, like they goddamn stage crew. Get the mop bucket, and you treating them like they the towel boys wiping the goddamn sweat off the damn court. They're ball players. Put them on the court. You playing a young Detroit team, but you want to still go with the older players. I didn't understand it. I mean, they were running all over us. In the fourth quarter, they went on a 23-4 run. It was tied 87-87 with like 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Then they went on a 23-4 run, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Bench points. 39 Detroit bench points to the Sixers 8 bench points? Doc, you have to adjust on the fly. You have to put in other players on your bench. You put in Korkmaz for 5 minutes. Korkmaz, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 0 for 1 from the field. That 5 minutes was just a waste. Why would you put Korkmaz in on a team that's more physical like Detroit? You need to go with a guy like Paul Reed. Go with a guy like Isaiah Joe, in which, again, you said he's one of our best defensive players. So you need to go with more physical players against a physical team. You put in Korkmaz, he's soft serve ice cream when it comes down to Sadiq Bey, to Cade Cunningham, which had 27 points, 12 or 20 from the field. Sadiq Bey, 20 points. He scored 10 points in the fourth quarter. I mean, they was out there balling out. Marvin Bagley getting oops all over the goddamn place. It was horrible. I mean, I just didn't understand it. We lost to the 14th seed? A 20-win team, that's what we lost to yesterday. And we supposed to be contenders? Hell nah. Hell nah. It was embarrassing. It was really, really embarrassing. Doc Rivers. So, okay. After the game in the press conference. See, this is what really pisses me off about Doc. Because Doc is a guy, he real slick. He real slick with his words, y'all. The reporter asked him, did you think that this game was a wake-up call? You know what this brother said? He said, I don't know what a wake-up call is. I almost thought you was Chris Rock on that damn podium. I almost Will Smith the shit out of you. Are you serious? You really gonna play these games today? We not playing in Philly, yo. If you wanna play, take that shit down to Boston. Take that shit down to Clippers or some shit. And really, they ain't dealing with you, because they only gave you 1 year, my brother. You was in and out, one and done. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay? Don't come over here with that trying to be slick and trying to be smart like you don't know what a wake-up call is. This is a wake-up call. We might get dropped off in the first round. And on the real, if you really want to be real, the Sixers is ducking that net smoke. That's why we ain't winning games. We don't want that number 1 seed, because right now Brooklyn is the number 8 seed. We ducking that net smoke. We don't match up well with them. I thought we did, but we don't. And the reason why we don't is because he's still playing Korkmaz. He's still playing Niang. I mean, Niang's guarding Giannis. You got Millsap on Giannis. I mean, the guy ain't playing Paul Reed. I mean, look at the Clippers game. If you got DVR, go back and look at the Clippers game. It was 6 minutes left to go, 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. We was up 28 points. Doc still got the starters out there. Why don't you play the bench, get them some PT out there, let them develop, let them learn, let them get accustomed to the speed of the game, dummy? It don't make no sense, bald head man. Try some new lineups. I want to see the real lineup that I want to see. First of all, take Harden out sometimes. 38 minutes is too much. Calm down. It's too much of Harden, okay? Put in Maxey. This is just an experimental lineup. Just think about it. Maxey, Joe, Tobias, Paul Reed, Embiid. Let me get that lineup. Let's see how that go. Because I know Reed going to be down. If you go put somebody in a dunker spot, get somebody that can get offensive boards. Not Thibault. I mean, can Thibault really shoot better than Paul Reed? Is that what we saying? What defense? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about defense when it comes down to Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving. You can't defend those players. You need to score. You need to be able to keep up. I mean, we didn't even have over 100 points. Like I said, 8 bench points. Thibault need to get out of the starting lineup. That's a dead deed. That's done. That's done. Okay? You really need to go down the list. You need to bring in Isaiah Joe, and you need to bring in Paul Reed. I keep telling you this. March 14th. This Doc Rivers. He says he wants James Harden to continue being aggressive. He likes the aggressive Harden compared to the passing Harden. He wants him to keep shooting regardless of his recent struggles. That was March 14th. Here he come back 2 weeks later. He said it was too much of Harden and not enough of the team. He said the other players on the team didn't get the opportunity to take shots because Harden was taking too many shots. Make up your damn mind. Do you want the brother to shoot? Do you want the brother to get other guys involved? Which one do you want? This is all in the same month. Doc, the last episode I didn't say it, but I'm about to just take it back. He really is, as of right now, not going off of past, going off of what's going on right now. You're doing a terrible job. You're doing a terrible job. Horrible. You're not playing your guys. It's clearly a disconnect. I'm seeing it. It's a disconnect between you and the players. You sitting on the sideline. You arguing with the damn coaches. With the damn refs. It's annoying. It's really... Doc is doing a terrible job. I really want Sam Cassell to get that job. This is Doc's last season with us. We not getting the ring. I hope I'm wrong, but we not getting the ring. We just lost to the 14th seed. On a night that should have been a clean sweep. It was clearly a wake-up call, and this mother lover talking about something. He don't know what a wake-up call is? You really want to play them games? So we play Charlotte on Saturday. If we lose to Charlotte on Saturday, boy, oh boy. I need to see more ball movement. I don't want to see this ISO bull junk. Can you please, I'd rather have the Brett Brown offense with the come around with the JJ Redick. I'd rather have that. At least the ball movement, at least guys are moving around on the court. Take Thibault out of the game. Thibault is not a starter. He's not. He's not a starter. He don't put the ball on the ground. He can't shoot. He don't lay the ball up. He don't dribble, take it to the rack. He don't do the mid-range. Defense, I don't give a damn about defense. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's your brother from another mother, Kobe Lee, in the building, signing out. And until next time, folks, T-Roy, take us home. Yay, yay, hey, hey.